From Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 4.
The Fergus Falls man who led police on a chase that turned fatal will remain in jail on a $750,000 bond. 30-year-old Cody Friedick is accused of killing an elderly couple in a car chase earlier this month. He's charged with 2 counts of vehicular homicide and 2 counts of violated a protection order and took off. It happened last night around 4th Avenue and 8th Street in the Hawthorne neighborhood. Authorities set up a perimeter to try and find him, but they were unsuccessful. Facebook says it will. The company announced a new global policy today banning ads that discourage people from getting vaccines. It comes amid a series of policy changes. And the questioning phase of Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett's confirmation hearing is underway. This comes after tense opening statements from senators on both sides of the aisle. We'll bring you the latest from Capitol Hill coming up. That's a quick look at your top 4 of Johnson. Hutch.
Stacy, it was a hard day on the old hair follicles again. Gusts over 40 miles per hour for both Grand Forks and for Fargo. Here's a look at temperatures. Low 50s for Baudette and Thief River Falls in the mid 50s. 60 or better in parts of southeast North Dakota. Gusting at this hour over 35 miles per hour for most of our central area. Here's a look at the quiet weather we have now, but we do have showers and clouds building from Montana. Temperatures in the 40s this evening. Our chance of rain increases overnight. Increases on Saturday. In fact, I think more of us will see a chance of snow. I'll have the details that you need to know here in just a few minutes.
Accumulate. That's the worst word you could have used right there.
I didn't say 10 inches or 3 feet. It does not look like last year's storm in Devil's Lake.
All right. Well, if you put it that way, that's a little better.
Right.
Thanks, Hutch. Well, United Way of Cass Clay is putting together baskets of supplies to help people that were homeless transition items for the kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom. More than 1,000 people are considered homeless in our area, with 23% of them being children. Volunteers are creating 100 of these baskets for this purpose.
One of the things that individuals, as they move, or it feels bare. It does, I didn't know that I needed shower curtains, or I didn't know that I was going to need pots and pans. And so that can be often traumatic for individuals, especially if they lack transportation, that now they may have to go and walk to get all these supplies.
And families by the year 2023. Homeowners at 4:11 a.m. today. Officials saw smoke and flames coming out of a second story of the fire. The house sustained major damage to its second story, and the home in Stately is charged with 1 count of murder for the death of Keenan Poitra back in May. Court documents say Stately told the officers the victim was her boyfriend. Bloody knife in a garbage can. Stately changed her story, claiming she was defending herself in a fight against Poitra. She'll be appearing in court next April. Private testing program. Governor Tim Walz announced that the Moorhead testing site will be located at the former Thomas Edison High School. The governor says it will be open to man is cleaning up after a large house fire caused $30,000 in home were fully engulfed in flames. Inside there was fire damage in the kitchen. To make it out safely. There's no word yet on the cause. Famous celebrations next month, but with some changes. Anoka, Minnesota plans to celebrate its 100th Halloween festival this month. Both the Kids Parade and Bingo will be held online. Other big events like outdoor movies and the scavenger hunt will be reworked to allow for social educators in Minnesota are considering leaving the profession this year. Kate Raditz shares why teachers are feeling overwhelmed with expectations during the pandemic.
Educators are feeling frustrated, overwhelmed, worried, anxious about doing teaching and learning in a pandemic.
Education Minnesota say they are thinking about leaving the profession.
I don't know who we're going to find.
I have thought about that a lot.
Gauli Her is a high school math teacher. She says she works 12-hour days and
pretty much running around like headless chickens.
Teachers like her doing both in-person and distance teaching at the same time reported the highest levels of stress in the survey. More than 70% of all educators are overwhelmed. Only 12% of 9,700 educators across the state reported being happy.
I feel fortunate that my workload has only increased 30 to 40%. I think for a new teacher, the technology features that we need to master now, I would say easily double the work.
Education Minnesota says adjusting schedules, workload
to meet the needs of our students. We want to give them the education they for us.
Kate Raditz, WCCO 4 News.
Applications for retirement benefits increased by 35% in August and September.